map of the U.S., but that's okay.
We took it down.
Basically, everybody know where the Mississippi River is?
I can pull it up real fast.
There were no states on the west side of the Mississippi River back then. There were only about 24 states. So he and other politicians formed the Democratic Party, which is one of the two main parties still today. Born in 1767, died 1845, and he was born on the border of what is today North and South Carolina. He fought in the Revolutionary War. I'm going to try to give you some interesting facts about him, not to bore you. So when he fought in the Revolutionary War as a soldier, he was injured when he refused to shine a British officer's boots. The British officer just kind of slashed his face and hands.
Quick FYI here. My dad is a history major. It was his major in college, so he's not just a guy up here talking history to you.
And after that, he hated the British. Hated the British. So when he became president, he tried to portray himself as a man of the people. He was very controversial even back then. He was very, you might say, loudmouthed. He'd tell people exactly what he thought of them. He once killed a man in a duel, and dueling back then was very common. When you if you insulted him back then, he could challenge you to a duel, and you'd have a pistol, and you'd face off. You'd go 10 paces in each direction and turn around and shoot. But thankfully, they outlawed that practice. He fought against a single U.S. bank like today's Federal Reserve Bank because he felt that banks had too much power and they could ruin the economy and ruin farmers. So a couple of trivia facts about Andrew.
Oh, maybe you can ask us and we can answer since we know a lot about him.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Yes. Does everybody know the Democratic Party? Everybody heard the Democratic Party today? What is the animal which is the symbol of the Democratic Party?
Elephant.
No, that's the other party. Yes?
Donkey.
Yes. So back in Andrew Jackson's day, his opponents sometimes called him a name for a donkey, which I cannot repeat in class today.
Okay.
But it starts with the word Jack. Later,
We should have gone over the speech before you gave it.
The donkey became the official animal symbol of the Democratic Party. And the second trivia fact about Andrew Jackson is his wife smoked a corncob pipe.
Okay.
They were both from Tennessee, so they were kind of, they weren't fancy pants citizens living in New York. Pardon?
His wife died before he's elected.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He blames John Quincy Adams for his wife's death.
One of his mortal enemies, John Quincy Adams. One of his other mortal enemies was the famous U.S. Senator Henry Clay. So, yes.
Wasn't it? He also. I read that somewhere. He had two regrets not shooting Henry Clay and Morton Van Buren, his vice president. I remember hearing that he regretted not being able to have I just remember reading when we were studying for this debate that we were having in class that he also hated Martin Van Buren.
Yeah, he had a lot of enemies. He was kind of like today's Donald Trump, whether you like him or you hate him. He was very controversial. He was very opinionated. He was a backwoodsman. Some of the things he was controversial for is he owned slaves throughout most of his life. He also fought against Indians in what is today Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee.